the big one.
Good morning, Salon, morning, Freetown, and good morning to all we listen at them where they tune in from different parts of the country and outside Salon. Live from a New Englandville studio. Welcome to another edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Today na Thursday, July 9, 2026, and we're glad for bringing this edition come to you this morning. Me, Nasap to you, Kalon.
And Adeyemi Jackson, good morning. We thought of the day say, character speaks louder than words. Women say. And Adeyemi Jackson, good morning. We thought of the day say, character speaks louder than words. Women say, no matter what you talk, now the thing them way they do, people they believe. This na the main issue them where we they look inside to the edition of the program. According to the Director for Mental Health and Non-Communicable Disease, na the Ministry of Health, Dr. Abdul Jallo say, one report where they do show say, but 98% of people with mental health not they get access to treatment. One environmental specialist, Issa Icon Kaba, don't call on government and the Freetown City Council for transfer the Bomedoti box na the eastern of Freetown because of the smoke and bad smell where the Hamburg people the health. And inside the program this morning, we go talk to the Acting Executive Director, Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law, Carl Jeremy Ben Simbo, and the Acting General Manager, Public Affairs and Event Management at NACIT, Mohamed Bangali. We go talk about one release with Carl Pool on NACIT investment and retirement saving. We then say NACIT not they handle well.
Well, inside the program also you get to be on the www.radiodemocracy.sl and from my partner radio station them. You dey listen me live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown, Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 11.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moi 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Potloko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5 FM. Program na Good Morning Salon. You can ask a question or make a comment through a WhatsApp number on 077-981-981, or you send your message on Radio Democracy Facebook page and YouTube channel. Inside the program, we will start for a look at issue. We will take the first one.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program we they look at the first issue inside the program. So the Chief Medical Officer and the Ministry of Health, Dr. Sati Kanese, Douglas concern say people don't the tips the solar panel them na the government hospital them na Kenema, Port Local and McKinney. A talk this way UNDP go hand over the solar facility in Alaka Government Hospital to the Ministry of Health. General Jallo gets more and gonna report.
So without much ado, I think I have the singular honor on behalf of His Excellency to formally declare this handing over ceremony open, and I thank you very much.
The Minister of Health, Dr. Charles Senensi, they hand over some solar inverter them. And before they do this handing over, he say this support now they go long way for help government achieve the thing them what they've been saying go do for the health sector, where they take power for secondary make it tell thank you to the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, and serve the Global Fund for this support.
Including the Global Fund. And this is very much in line with what we are trying to do, that transition process. strengthen the health systems of our Africa countries to take over our ownership of the health system. And that is where we are as a global fund. This is going to leverage a lot in line with that vision, because time is not on our side, and they are giving back the destiny of our continent into our hands. So continue to thank Global Fund for this and all the CCM that have actually helped to make this happen.
But how this support come about, Dr. Sati Kene, now the Chief Medical Officer, now the Ministry of Health.
There were many times when we are doing our testings, in the middle of the thing, something that needs 8 hours, by 6 hours, electricity is gone, and then you have to start all over. And there are times when you should have completed 3 tests, you can only do 1 per day, just because energy was a problem. And we knew LACA was not connected to the grid. So for your knowledge, colleagues, the CPHRL lab is now 120 kVA. The LACA TB lab is 100 kVA. So for both, we only did 20 kVA. Kenema is 200 kVA. Port Loco is 100 because they already had some. And then McKinney is 150. They also had some.
The Chief Medical Officer go before for talk about how some of the facility them, waiting at the different region them, don't well because people, they thief them for their own benefits.
Even before this commissioning, there have been a lot of attempted thefts. We've been battling with that. Kenema, McKinney, specific, those 2 places, multiple times. We've not had it for both. We've had 1 or 2 for Port Loco. Colleagues, when you are the DMO, when you are the medical superintendent, every investment that goes to your facility, you have to ensure that you take full ownership.
We're in the talk, but why the United Nations Development Program supports this initiative, Frederick Ampere, United Nations Development Program resident representative, say they support this idea because they believe say they go a long way for support government and the fight against public health emergency.
Handing over this, for me, is an investment, not just in health services, but an investment in what I would call resilience. Because today, a laboratory without constant electricity cannot consistently do timely analysis of results. You cannot preserve essential samples or respond effectively to public health emergencies like I talked about. So investing in this kind of infrastructure, like CMO said, that has 24-hour capability to test, respond, and act, is building a resilience in the system.
The UNDP resident representative, Frederick Ampere, end up calling government and self-recommend them at this facility for take proper care of the solar inverter them so it will last long and benefit more people in the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nacheng Nojalo, the report.
Okay, inside the program, Good Morning Salon, as we state inside we align today, Radio Democracy, they get 2 gentlemen the way they can talk on issues that we get for do with NACIT, the investment, property and retirement them, where the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law get concern on, as in believe say NACIT don't not only handle the issue of investment and some of them property and issues we get for do with retirement benefit. And at this time inside the program, I want to welcome the Acting General Manager, Public Affairs and Event Management and National Social Security and Insurance Trust, Mohammed Bangali. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, 98. Good morning, Tab2 and gentlemen. Good morning, listeners. Nasit there.
Okay, we also expect the Acting Executive Director on the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, Jeremy Ben Simbo. As we continue forward from inside the program, Good Morning Salon, we dey look at another issue and we dey take one of the airlines to read them. Also, one environmental specialist, Issa Kabadon, call on government and the Freetown City Council for transfer the bomb to T-box at the eastern part of Freetown go other side because he said the smoke and bad smell among people well body one. He talk this to Radio Democracy where they talk about the environmental impact where the bomb to T-box gets at the eastern part of Freetown. For more on this issue, let me listen to Mastan Soiree.
The current status of bomb really challenging, very much to a point that we require an immediate attention, especially when the rains now will enter into so.
Alright, so what's the primary environmental impact then we bomb gets na the community we currently live?
One among many in the health risk we pose to the community generally, because you don't observe and we don't get into environment where you go around Bome, you see the amount of people with the on a daily basis just for sickness survivor than a one. The dirty the way people in the two, they know the two and the Bome itself, or probably because of the capacity, and they also obviously come at the entire environment where they and that's done pose huge health risk to the people around. And in fact, they become so vulnerable to a lot of sicknesses and way, in an actual sense, we're not really supposed for the experience as a people.
How bomb they affect the local ecosystem and also biodiversity?
The biodiversity they affect the smoke way then they pull na bomb and they affect the carbon dioxide. When it affect the carbon dioxide, they affect also the sunlight. And when it affect the sunlight, they end up affect the entire environment. And that in itself they make the rain they come more times away not supposed for come. Of course, planting or they get everything they're supposed to forget. The kind of rain so they're supposed to forget, the kind of sun they're supposed to forget, because the smoke where they come out, they don't go sit down at the ozone layer, and because they sit on they affect they affect nature for let it get in normal way how they operate, and that also they affect the very human existence.
How you go assess government efforts for relocate Bome?
In my humble estimation, I think government has not been too committed to ensure that they relocate Bome. Government here in here out don't take the entire issue with Bome very seriously, because the capacity where I'm sure Bome was created for, the far way don't outweigh that number there. So because you outweigh that number there, you get to expect lot of waste product away for Bona Bome, where in an actuality not to that percentage of waste the way initially they make Bome for. So if government really committed and serious, therefore by this at this point create another space where people and for they go and to read and dirty and ensure so that dirty they would and to read they get for also be in way go end up for affect the community. But generally people like government generally don't take the issue of Bome seriously. Either the central government, either the city council government, they've not really taken the issue of Bome serious.
Alright, so which step will government for take for prevent the environmental impacts them we Bome they create?
One key among many in the fact say government need for show the political commitment. Either city government or central government, but the political commitment has to be there. A realistic one as that, not to lip service. Not one way they do camera they pan tap you just for letting you say you are working. One way centered around saving the lives of people. And it has to be really, really realistic and in the interest of the people. So political commitment is the one key. Every other one can follow policy, finances, every other thing when political commitment is there.
Apologies to the audience them, as I earlier stated, say report instead of interview. Well, inside the interview there now one environmental specialist is Icon Kaba be the talk to Mastan Sware, also a call on government and the Freetown City Council for transfer the Bome dirty box at the eastern part of Freetown for the smoke and other bad effects away is say with this dirty box in the eastern part of Freetown it affect people level body one. The program Good Morning Salon they continue.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program we come to studio. Also we already don't join by the studio guest them as today we mentioned earlier one public headline story that for said we go look inside one press release where Center for Accountability and Rule of Law Pulkal also then call on the president for set up a committee for investigate NACIT investments them across the country. And for come talk on that we don't join by the acting executive director Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law Cal Jeremy Ben Simbo. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. I'm glad for the
and also get the acting general manager public affairs and events management NACIT Mohamed Bangali. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning 98. Good morning listeners. We're glad for there this morning.
Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law, a civil society organization where they work for promote justice, accountability, human rights, and good governance, and done the work since 2004. Also, they do monitor different activity, raise concern on issues we get for do with accountability. A few days back, Carl B. pulled one press release. Also, they draw the attention of the president for set up one committee for investigate NACIT investments across the country. Waiting to be the reason for that press release and why then decide for call on the president for set up a special committee for investigate NACIT investment across the country. Make we get the acting executive director for Carl, Jeremy Ben-Simbo. Once more, good morning.
Good morning.
Before we can look at the issue at hand, where Usana pull a press release on a right for call on the president for look into the investment of NACIT across the country and set up a committee because we get issues with regard the investment of NACIT. It don't be a while since we get you on the program. We don't see change of leadership now, Carl, and we don't see not only undertake some activities. In a way of update, waiting so far don't happen since the last time we get you now the studio.
Well, of course, I'm not saying Mr. Ibrahim Tommy not the car anymore. He don't they into private business now, and he don't. The leadership of Carl currently, they them his shoulders. The mantle of leadership na Carl currently they carry him. Carl still remain for be the center for accountability and rule of law. People be still know. We still maintain that level. We say plenty thank you to Mr. Ibrahim Tommy the other day. I say that in the Turam. We leadership may start with the current Attorney General, Minister of Justice. Now, one of the founding members of Carl at that time, I was a court monitoring program. When he left, Mr. Mohammed Sumakam, Mr. Mohammed Suma said doing best. He don't left. He left and gave Mr. Ibrahim Tommy. Mr. Ibrahim Tommy said, don't do your role. You don't go now. You don't left me there. So we still continue and we committed to what we don't do before now. And I think say the bar so high that we respect and people of this country get high respect for Carl. So I think that a very huge responsibility that we currently at the carry. So together with my colleagues, we want for our show and say the same Carl we don't ever know. And the same Carl land will continue for promote people that are in this country, will continue for engage government and continue for work with partners. And really like they again for continue for work for the people of this country. So now that I want to say in that regard.
So in conclusion on this general update, Carl, they're on the right track of doing their mandate?
Sure, yes, all the time.
Okay, so with that being said, we soon pull a press release. Also, want to state some issues already within NACIT, the mandate. What really prompt Carl for come up with some of the things they already in state on calling on government for investigate NACIT and believing that the issue about investment and retirement NACIT not on the handle well. But waiting first prompt Carl for come out with this press release.
I think one of the mandates that we will get as an institution for which we exist now for demand public accountability. For ensure good governance and for also therefore how we uphold the rights of people and the rule of law in this country. So beyond that, we do a press statement based on first the complaints we don't come from the public, not to today, don't come over time for quite a long time now. Even Mr. Ibrahim Tommy Bidekar, we don't get concerns, complaints from people, but also again we don't see a situation, where for example the Minister of Labour and Social Security, when I no less a person, but Minister Mohammed Rahman Suare, he go on air and Truth Media, he go, he make a public pronouncement for which I want to high esteem, I doff me at Rama. Tell him plenty thank you for being so honest to the public country. For say, they don't do several meetings, not one meeting, no. They don't hold several meetings with the president, one of the first gentleman of this country, with the management of NACIT, with the board of trustees of NACIT, for ensure, say, the investment the way NACIT do, where they don't do well at all. So they don't hold them meetings and they for see how they go turn around that handy. And for us as an institution, I speak on this issue for several reasons. One, I talk on this issue because me was a contributor, a long-standing contributor to NACIT. Second, being a citizen of Sierra Leone. And third, I work for an institution where they demand accountability for public institutions for ensure good governance. So it's a need there, you understand, from that pronouncement where the minister makes. Several meetings, several engagements they don't do. For really ensure, say, the investments that NACIT don't they do over time. No, they do well. So because of that, we now say no. We call on the president, not for investigate NACIT, but for establish an independent audit committee, for example, a body. We're going to now go look at the investment here, where the minister don't say Then done the old meetings, we include the president, we done the chief minister, done their meetings a day, with the management of NASIT, with the board of trustees of NASIT, they're all on the old meetings a day. They now know, say, the investment, they are not going well.
Okay.
So we said, look at that now, coupled with the complaints, the concerns that we don't get people. But when you look at NASIT, for example, primarily, the act we established NASIT, it makes it very clear, see, they established NASIT for waiting, for collect, manage, and prudently invest workers and contributions, and for pay pensions on time. You see the reasons primarily why they established NASIT? Collect, manage, prudently invest workers and money, and for pay workers and pensions on time. So as an institution, we go back to the act and look at the mandates when NASIT get. So if we now don't get concerned, say for example, where the minister in when in ministry, now they provide supervisory role over NASIT, now don't come out and publicly state, say, NASIT the investments and over time, not they do well. And that they don't get several engagements with the president, the chief minister, with the board of trustees of NASIT, and the management of NASIT. So this will be a very serious concern. This is worrying. This is alarming to Sierra Leoneans. So now we don't call on the president. We not for investigate NASIT, but for establish a committee we go audit. Then thing. Now we go forward for now, for example. This is not a rocket science, not a study we do about NASIT. The minister go ahead for explain. But remember, we don't get concerns, we don't get complaints. What do we say now? We look at certain investment the way NASIT don't do over time. For example, we look at what we get for deal with the Sarah Aka Poultry project.
We can look at the investments them one by one. In terms of this whole issue, so Carl take the Minister of Labour, them or Transit or whatever they say as a whistleblower and look into the issue more.
Of course.
Okay.
Because look at the minister, look at the role they play. Now, a minister they supervise NASIT operations. He don't talk, say, not to corner, he talk this. Not to me, he talk this. He talk publicly on air. And coupled with other concerns and complaints they come from the public. The complaints, they normally don't do this press statement. The calls say, I don't get the concerns. In fact, this one warrants me now for establish a desk now in a car.
So Carl in any way try for do their own findings. Minister go see am now they supervise. But when I go beyond just waiting the Minister of Labour, say maybe the whistleblower of this situation.
It's up to you. Minister of Labour, Mr. Mohammed Rado Suare, if I call it that way, you understand? Now, in the ministry that they supervise NASIT operation. I'm coming. Let me just say that.
Okay.
If in don't can't talk this now publicly, say for say they don't get several meetings that the investments when NASIT don't they do over time, they do well, and that they don't government don't they try to come in how they go overturn or turn around and handle them. So this is a serious concern. You understand? So I don't think say I need for go again for begin go do X, Y, and Z at this stage. So now maybe because it's so worrying. Because this is so serious, and they don't hold meetings with the president and the chief minister and other players that we call, including the management of NASIT, not one meeting. So this is worrying. So now make now this online our ears. We did now call on the president for at least establish an independent audit for look at the investments that we NASIT don't do over time. Because when you look at the act of NASIT, they make it very clear: collect, manage, and prudently utilize people contributions they will pay, and at the end of the day for pay pensions in time.
We go can look into that call the one that they make. You mentioned earlier say this come as a result one the statement where the minister be make done two complaints them we Carl don't receive from people. Who done them people here so we be don't go complain and what's the exactly that the complaint about? The
complaints we don't receive from people now people that we don't retirees them. We don't pay their contributions to NASIT from where they work. You understand? They don't make their complaints and they many times they make complaints them. If they make complaints, they don't care boku them. You understand? So if I were then self-hearing, Minister Rado in conversation on Truth Media, if I concerns them, then become boku now. You see what we tell and try nine this. We don't really say the investments that they do, they do X, Y, and Z.
Is it a bit of complaint about the savings or the physical investments them with NASIT do across the country?
One, they also complain about the investment that NASIT they do. That then say they say most of the investment NASIT they do, they're not in the interest of the public country. When I don't talk, say I'll come to that very soon. Then say don't see the investment in there. Well, I'll come for outline them when I go see. The people that say they see. And also for pay them pensions them. They know they get their money there in time. People that they complain to we say, for example, if when the month done, when the period done, they don't submit the end of whatever to NASIT. For inform they say the period they don't retire. For let them get that money. So man say go left for Kate he die. So man say that money no go ever get again anymore. And people they go Kate, nothing no go happen. Every day they go, no free time, we don't send the final headquarters, we don't do this one. It might get somebody, for example, they come all the way Bonth Island. The headquarters for NASIT at the south in Ebo. They come on Bonth Island first, they pay in way come Matrujon. They come on Matrujon, pay we can't go now. A Cambo, he never forget any serious response from NASIS with respect to in retirement package. That person go back. They say come again next month. He can't work out 4 times. He they pay. You understand? He wait to that place. Where going over can again.
So this instance where you just make a situation where a pensioner explain you in actual fact.
Not to one pensioner said ever
Okay.
explain this one. Several pensioners said explain this one. Several of them. Several of them. Me self, I don't call NASIT officials for people the way they go lay and complain to we. For them they say they go intervene. You understand? Some of them yeah, they intervene timely, some of them did not. So in fact, some people that they may say even some of the how they call it, the services where some of them NASIT officials they provide to them, they say not to be friendly at all. Where they can go there, they can allow them. They say, well, I mean, we don't tell when I say they don't care when a document go free time. What do we go do now? One thing I'll let you know up to you, and to farm where they listen me, not to favor NASIT they do it. This time in money. Where are they pay? You West Runner, I'm sure they pay NASIT for you now.
Yeah, sure.
That money that you expect, say, when you don't retire, you go work up proudly and go to NASIT, and NASIT give that you couple, my dear. Because it's not to favor that they do you. Now, money we don't contribute. We don't see before now, blessed memory to the former president, Amansi Yankaba, of blessed memory. It is a very good scheme out of this country. We're not the same NASIT don't do well at all. We're not the same they do well. But these are the issues we don't come out now. People then say, this scheme, it's so good. And me said they say this one. We don't say we are before this scheme they can in this country. When some man they work throughout a work period, they're not able to save much. When they retire, that very day, the next day, they don't want to see themselves. If they look for a second job, they call it a secondment.
Okay.
This man don't own, I go do that for that job, they something collapse and die day. They go for pay with strength and whatever. So if this scheme don't come, now some of the reasons they are where this scheme are there. So if we say challenges, I think so we get the responsibility for raising.
Okay, continue for the week we in the program in the acting executive director Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law, Carl Jeremy Bensimbo. When we come back to it, we can look into the investment and where una get issues and why una think say government will set up a special auditing committee for audit the investment and we also get Mohamed Bangali, we na the acting general manager public affairs and events management na NASIT. You don't listen to Jeremy Bensimbo, we the work for Carl, and Carl now the body will raise the issue that government need for set up an auditing firm for look into the investment of NASIT. First and foremost, from waiting Jeremy say, you the work for NASIT, waiting on a makeup of the concern where Jeremy or the issues where Jeremy Carl don't they come up with.
Right. Thank you very much, 98, for invite we so that the public go here waiting happen and assist exactly and how they carry on the business of our investment, how far we've gone and how they do business, how they carry on anything here. So let me first respond to waiting Jeremy say, Minister of Labour talk on radio say NASIT investment not they do well. Yeah, you know, in any conversation you get a context. Then when you get in context, then you go for make people to understand actually what's in the happen. You know, they take one element of that conversation and spin them for achieve some other objective. Yeah, the minister was to respond to Truth Media on several issues in the ministry, and eventually end up with NASIT or NASIT's investments. Minister they give updates to the Truth Media as to waiting so far to happen na NASIT when then take over. As a ministry, as a government, and how far they have gone. Truth be said, yes, the minister claims some of NASIT investment get challenges, but that government and NASIT don't work throughout several steps then for change that dynamics over.
You think say that statement they not enough for Carl take come up as an issue?
At all.
Why?
First, let's come back to the statements and tell you what will happen. They will say they expect from Carl as a public accountability institution if an outcome they want for achieve. So the ministers said that day for clarify those issues. But let we know go back to we memory. When President Bio take power na Salon 2018, vacant to governance, there was an investigation in this country where government the coming government investigate every institution. Salon. That investigation give lies to president as to how the state of the country will take over. In that investigation, there are recommendations. One of such recommendations focused on NASIT. The government of Sierra Leone, through the president, put moratorium on NASIT investment. Say, given this report we don't receive from this audit, this general information we don't get. NASIT for hold on to investment and continue do the work where they establish NASIT for. So from 2018, 2 years, NASIT did not do anything about investment. They continue for look at what they happen there and continue doing with normal work. Management not sit down. They focus on bringing back the scheme into where it is and reach to the people and make sure say we make this team functional. In 2019, governments come back and say it's already for lift up the ban on NASIT investment, but that lift they start with an audit. So Mr. Simo will call on audit. Maybe if you've been asked questions, you can also say this audit has been conducted. 2019, the president instructs that NASIT for do an appraisal audit, private appraisal audit on all the investment portfolio. Let get a true picture of that portfolio and advise NASIT what's the next step.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 2019, NASIT, through public tender, offered to PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers Company, a private investment firm from Ghana, for letting them appraise NASIT investments. In 2019, 2020, the contract was awarded. June 2021, the investment audit firm, PricewaterhouseCoopers Company, submitted a draft report to NASIT on these investments. Then, by the end of June 2022, the investment report was it was present. If I not count, no get the conversations how they can go.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. In 2022, this investment report, this audit was laid before President. So NASIT investments have been audited. In that audit, there are recommendations. And from President, you go to NASIT board. And the board mandate NASIT as an organization for ensure say we implement the recommendations of those audits.
Okay, we go look into that, but let's take you back. When you did make your submission, you say in 2018, government will put a ban on the NASIT investment across the country. Why at that time government be decide for put a ban?
When governments received the transitional reports, there were things in NASIT which challenge you starting investments.
What are the things here?
One, they said some of the investments they get challenged. The way how the previous administration, leaders of the scheme, they handled 30 things, they would have done it better.
Okay. So what will not do different, way more better, way people will glad for?
That's the point. So when these investment audits come out, there are recommendations. For instance, let's take some of the recommendations. Radisson Blu, for instance, now West Africa Holdings. Now NASIT gets that property there, that business there. That company, maybe if they get debts, NASIT take loan from our partners for invest into one. That company go challenge for give you a dividend if the loan still continue to exist. So the investment audit one is say we not try for pay this loan. So NASIT as management paid off that loan and clear. Two, that property not to be freehold. Now in governments and other players then get some. NASIT got the investment audit say we not fair more investors for come invest in Radisson Blu, let it become competitive now the markets, now the industry, because we get hotels, now salon, if we be competitive across the sub-region. You don't get investor when you don't get freehold on a property. So we have to say President Tenki, he support NASIT today. NASIT's investment Radisson Blu is a freehold, 100% owned by NASIT.
Okay.
We don't get investors then we don't come. Now where they can for put more money and together we change and continue for do well as our Radisson Blu they do already.
So so the issue of Carl then states so many things where according to Mr. Simboy based on fact. They talk about pension payments, poor customer service, delay in payment to pensioner them. Una not aware of all of this, NASIT?
So, well, I be the approach the investment and gradually will
come to the investment.
So let me come back
to the investment.
Let me come to the scheme benefit itself. The NASIT Act, our principal function, and will provide benefits for meet the need of the people. So up to you in administering anything when our people they deal with, you have individual challenges where they come. depend on those people and how they address her.
So in another words, they happen on a challenge.
That challenge, and most of them, we don't address them, and we are far above that. For instance, Mr. Simbo alleged say, nothing they pay pension quick. Well, they pay pension on the 25th of every month in this country. 98 go there, when I get notice, so they send to now. Now already in this country, for say, nothing don't pay pension, and go to your account and get your pension. We are paying 41,000 Sierra Leoneans pension every month. If every month that pension it increase.
The 25 of every
month.
A fixed date.
A fixed date.
So what about the concern we can get from pension or the way of experience waiting they get where they gonna ask it for the service?
So first pension they're gonna ask it for go receive pension. Now they're gonna ask it na government pensions where they pay cash with them. A day where you go, you show you can't pay.
Individual where go to the institution where they go for receive service.
So the people then way go count claims and call us say members of scheme who don't retire, don't count claims say I don't apply, I don't work at 2-3 term and don't get me money. Not true. It happen. Not true. But why it happen? Most of them are the members then they contribute to that delay. How? NASIT na law established by an act of parliament. We get process and procedures we put in place in that act, and then we work process. How you carry on, forget you benefit. For instance, I've joined NASIT. Substitute and the only country where they see some man get three age. Go and see how you go prove them. So man they tell you say he born 1960 na NASIT. Now you in place he born 1955. Now other documents he born 1930. If you want to get 2 dates of birth, you give me wrong information about your documents. We're not getting nowhere to prove you right or wrong where you can submit your card. Then later, that information haunts you at the end. Then NASIT to the blame. For instance, I joined in 98, yeah? You say you join, you begin work now 98, you record say substitute born 1980. Then that's substitute born. Now the 98 record. But where you go NASIT, where they go fill form for join NASIT, it give actual date, they say about 1985. 98.1, they retire substitute 60 years after 1980. But when substitute comes to NASIT for claiming benefits, we need to pay that substitute because by record, you know 60 years yet.
What about instances wherein somebody go submit all relevant informations, get everything done, but for receive in benefits, it could be delayed?
No delay. As long as you information correct, as long as you record appropriate, as long as your contribution clean, where na a relationship between we and you the member and we now get a responsibility for doing. When you apply, you they get your money on time. We are paying 40,000 people we don't even know. So the 1, the 2, the 3 when they got complaints, it's not generic.
But this not daily something because people we don't contribute and NASIT don't raise concern about that. NASIT not give them benefit on to the time where they want them, even though they don't submit all the relevant information to them. So
that is how we change we processes. Before now, when you apply, we take your documents, we check in correctness, we check everything. So some of the way you don't submit the documents, it begin count when you don't give. Even when there are error, we'll call you back for count and say, this you form here, this date, not correct. So what would they do now NASIT for? Ensure say we manage those expectations and achieve the outcome. 1, we change with processes. Yeah? When you count form now, when you hold the form in your hand, when you check first correctness of your information before you begin count your days, I don't give it. But however, beyond that, when this administration, when NASIT also, we notice the call and come. People then they, like I tell you, it's not generic, but if they count one.
So go ahead.
If they count 1 at a time in between, what you will do? We introduce projects then. We soften the burden on our people. We introduce something called Project 54 Plus. This project now project where they approach you. We say don't so. If you don't work till you don't 54 years plus, we never tell you 60 years anymore before you come and you get problem. When they write you, Masaptu Kalon or Joseph Kamara or Jeremy Simbu, we record on show we say you don't 54 years plus. You can apply for your benefits at 60. come, law sit down and check you detail. So most of those customers, they walk in, we check them detail. Where there are errors, we correct them. Where there are gaps, we solve them. So by the time you're 60, your document is clean. That is why much improvement, greater, don't happen in benefit payments and on time.
So all which you explain, so is it just for convince or counter waiting Carl say on the actual thing where they happen and asset if somebody go there for any of a service?
There's a project corporate for an office, so you know the high.
It can be a project and name, but the project may live up to its expectation.
There is a management where they ensure say every way would say will carry on forward. I not can for can respond. I can't for can inform people that within some people do not understand or don't know and clarify. So I know they respond to what they say. And they tell you what thing they happen.
You know they respond.
As I speak to you right now.
You know, not take the issues that we Carl raise seriously.
It's very serious. But I know not to, between me and Carl. And between Nassit and the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still on the issue of benefits. You mentioned say when I don't come up with Project 54, but what's in the Nassit Act say if somebody don't retire, don't reach the age of 60 years for retire? What's in the Act say in terms of duration where Nassit for ensure say on a get up in benefits?
The Act not define duration. Now in operational manual, now we develop duration for ensure say we get way for manage, we staff them. And ensure say we control how work they take place. That is why we develop manuals. Act not define durations. Now, we create manuals, put processes in place for ensure say we staff them, work within those periods. So okay. Yes, now 21 days.
Okay, continue for those way inside the program. That are the acting general manager, public affairs and event management and national social security and insurance trust, Nassit Mohammed Bangali, where they talk about some of the things that we Nassit don't put in place for improve the area of pension scheme. They talk this in line with concern we come out from Center of Accountability and Rule of Law. Inside the program now, we look at another story inside the Director for Mental Health and Non-Communicable Disease at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Abdul Jallow say, according to our report, over 98% of people with mental health not they get access to treatment now the country. It talk this way if they explain what the challenge them where they get benefit against mental health and salon. For more on this issue, let's listen to Karifa to Conte.
Mental health now one pan the main public health concern as salon because of waiting people don't go through like the 11-year rebel one as salon, the Ebola sick, Pasmak Po, challenge for get access to mental health treatment and drug abuse don't be some pan cause them for the Pasmak mental health na salon. OSAI, according to World Health Organization Regional Office for Africa, different year than data they estimate say now about 450,000 people they experience depression. And reports continue say but 75,000 people they suffer from schizophrenia when are people with chronic and serious mental disorder.
Well, actually, they count me because of the smoke kush. So, like, they count me for carry can flush my system. I carry from the 8 next weeks now they take care. Now my family they can talk to the nurse and the doctor there for the I can't meet here so they will flush my system. Well, actually, I be the girl Johnson. No, when they feel perfectly okay. Advise me, they give me medicine they for the take for lago they drink in our house.
That's not Saidu Kamara, we not to in real name. 18-year-old young man we don't discharge from the Salon Psychiatric Teaching Hospital after 6 weeks of treatment. When saying get because him they take drug. Like Saidu Kamara, plenty young people they go through mental health because of drug abuse and other challenge them. Where according to the Director for Mental Health and Non-Communicable Disease at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Abdul Jallow, plenty pan the mental health patients them gets for do with drug.
Out. Majority of the cases that we've seen are drug-related cases there. Kush, tramadol, you name this, any kind of drug nobody think about. Loud, ecstasy, cocaine, but the majority are Kush.
Government inside 2017 be established the Directorate for Mental Health and Non-Communicable Disease for develop and implement mental health policy and strategy them for fight against drug abuse and mental health na salon. OSAI, according to Dr. Abdul Jallow, reports don't show say over 98% of people we get mental health na Salone, no they get access to treatments.
Yes, according to studies where they don't conduct show say less than 2% of the people with mental health conditions in Sierra Leone no get access to mental health treatment. The other challenge we get in terms of manpower, the workforce for mental health will be very few. For now we 4 Sierra Leoneans who don't train, but now there are 2 more. There with one, them really up 34. So now 4 currently. We're not psychiatrists, but to still get challenged with the middle manpower, we get with the nurses there. The mental health nurses will get very few, they're less than 13 for a population of 8 million point something. So that's also a big challenge we will face.
But how in Talek now, pan the fight against mental health na Salone with the Lunacy Act 1902, when a old law, the country director for Mental Health Coalition Salone, Joshua Abiose Duncan, he explained.
I mean, in 2011, they pick me as chairman for able for help people and forget the Majiji for able for review the act. We do first in all water, we do second in all water, but this third one, as a coalition, we make sure we work with government. We don't also get the documents to cabinet, but cabinet need concurrence from other ministers because it involves money. When once they sign that one day, we hopeful say they go parliament. Ross say parliament go able for sail through. But if they not sail through, with all this Kush crisis and this Yagbawi people and they get, we go struggle small bits. You know, it's shameful for look at the number of people where they get treatment and better versus the number of quantity where people they look at say, hey, we reach at 90 something or we reach at 200 and something people. So money not the day for that one day. The second thing, our government still not don't put better budget for mental health in this country. So how we go succeed if the will way for make mental health business turn?
Political will gets role for play pan this fight. Make I ask the senior advisor on mental health and technical lead, na the mental health secretariat, na the National Public Health Agency, Dr. Carol Labor, and at this immigrants for say.
Government is very committed to mental health. Through His Excellency's wisdom, we don't establish the Presidential Task Force on Mental Health. And the first meeting we will hold all the then sitting cabinet ministers that may present, and then for establish this office through an act of cabinet, which is not the first time we don't do this as a country. Like I say, even with this role, this is not the first time sitting president has appointed someone to lead on mental health, and also just the commitments, the financial commitments from our partners to do all this work.
As all this they be, the impacts of drug and mental health get impact on family. Listen to one Komra when picking they suffer from mental health.
They take drugs, they take kush. His sister. Not true. Stress me, this they pay college fee for that. The money go buff. No good. The money they not give me. In things that we them buy for I sell. Then na street to be go kitchen now. No able controller.
As different actors than the mental health beliefs say, na the Lunacy Act 1902 and other government policy them go get strength to the fight against mental health for reduce the way how people they suffer from the condition. For Radio Democracy, Mina Karifa to counter the reports.
Cecil, do you know any shop usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me and it don't pass 8 years from where I begin user. Ain't no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. Then don't pass 8 years na me an. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop. All team Dede for you.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Na bank they won't go so.
Miss sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko Kotiai.
But Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
Tell me what in the stop nonsense.
You dey look for side for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, now the term is so for keeping money with any community bank or financial services association, which then they call FSA, with the all side na salon, because then a good party with good condition, way easy for the ordinary man.
They go guide you fine one, but how for manage your money for change your life and the people them and your community. Remember say when you keep your money in a bank where they near you not just they keep money for bye but you they help your community for go before.
So waiting you the wait, you be businessman or farmer, petit trader, sorry art person, teacher or anybody keep your money in any community bank or FSA where they near you and see how your life go better.
Tell me what in the stop nonsense.
We'll break the program. Good morning, Salon. They continue. I will come over to the studio guests. They will bring in the acting executive director, Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, Jeremy Ben Simbo. You don't listen to the concern of the NACIT representative on things the way they don't do for improve their service. According to them, he accepts the sideway challenge and also highlight side the way he said they don't improve service we get for do with pension payment and other things there. So some of the things the way he say and waiting on a press really state. Another view they say before now become public, why not try for meet NACIT and engage with them?
I think they're not saying this over before now, and I will always continue to say this over and over and over again. Anytime anybody asks that question, the minister Mohammed Rahman Swari, now in ministry, now in the supervised NACIT in activities. You understand? Don't make this very clear. Say NACIT investments and the issues, and in fact they don't hold several meetings, not one meeting, plenty meetings, including they don't meet with even the president, for let them see how the government go overturn some of the investment there. That's worrying. You don't admit to people of this country. You understand? So I don't be get reason for going to
NACIT. They also accept the side we challenge, but also side and they wouldn't say improvement in terms of the area of pension payment. And according to the representative, no pensioner ain't gonna NACIT office forget payment.
When I go for can receive text messages very soon. You understand? Things that I go prove that they want to find side. Now, one thing I quickly want to say, when we are approaching compensations here, first and foremost, we approach them with the fear of God in us. So I can always be happier. Second, as patriots of this country, citizens of this country, I need for know what's really good for this country. I don't need for go through somebody come from China or Japan, wherever in the world, for can tell me X, Y, and Z with respect to the NTR. I have to assure my brother with and any other NACIT folk man, we're not to do this out of malice. This not to tell what they do for let somebody lost in job, or for let Corey favor, or for let Jeremy name go all over the place, or Carl name go over. Not to that they would they do this for. Not to that make would they do this kind of job at all. So we know they do this one for let people know say, oh yes, we want for undermine what NACIT they do. No, not to for let NACIT appear bad. No, I don't tell NACIT say this scheme NACIT, where the former president of blessed memory bring out this country. Now very good scheme down there. Now make way we serve as an institution where they contribute to NACIT. Mr. Israel, And we really comply to NACIT in obligations them with respect to Carl in itself. So, but what make we do this one? Because if things and they go on and NACIT, we get for deal with people the money, in contributions of the money, like a MISO with savings them. We didn't NACIT. Where the minister said outline the wire. Imagine Mr. Bangal will talk about things 4 years, the report come out, the transition report, the GTC report began for come out just after this administration come in, it began for put a hold on NACIT investment operations. Then we don't go beyond that now. You understand? And then investment there, they still get issues, and some of them don't get stored along the way. Some of them, they're not only happen again, just not the normal also. And beside that, now very recently the minister don't can say this again. With all the engagements they don't get. Where the minister don't come back again now on air.
So things say NACIT on their own we get a mandate, no but all in concern here, and then say they try to put measures in place. In other words, why call for so much worry about NACIT the mandate and challenge where they are aware of, and according to the representative, they are already working on it to address them. Because
now people now we money in the NACIT. That money NACIT they use for invest, so not to government they give them money for the investor and they owe. Not to loan them, they go take anywhere. Now we couple them, then contributions how they make.
And they're not aware of that?
No. You understand? Now then contributions and they NACIT they use for the investment there. So if now concern don't come out from a city minister, they can't tell we say their investment there get issues, they get challenges. Then don't meet and government try for coming for overturn them. This got to be a worrying situation.
Okay.
It got to be a concern to car, and not only to car. So if it be a concern to you, self. And besides, you get concerns and complaints from people from the public. Okay. When people then can't respond, you to them messages and you go say something go begin say. Yeah.
Jeremy, apart from the pensioners' benefits, where una raise on a press release, where una get concern, una also raise concern with issues of investments across the country where NACIT get. If specifics, which investment una get concern of? Which are the concern una get with regard to investments in there?
NACIT they do the investment there for at least because when I don't pay money to NACIT, I don't expect that money for going on NACIT no more. Because if I they pay that money, NACIT just go keep them. So the time why I don't retire, for go collect that may retirement benefit from NACIT. NACIT get for doing operation cost, they get for run that kind of stuff than they all. And they also get for ask some money as to what me don't pay based on what I don't give and my length of time where I don't work for. Now, so if NACIT do investment them, where we think and hope and know say, then investment channel they go well. The public they talk about them. We say they see them. We're not go feel please. One of the investments there we really know say, they go well, we don't get stalled on the way. One. Now they say our Aka Poultry project, where they somewhere. This is a project this don't say get serious issue. In fact, if you say now you just like say no more, it don't wreck now. The second project that the SCPL block making factory within Angola town. This is also a serious concern. They will get the Regiment Gray Estate, now Godrich. We get the other one we call the Kimbima Hotel. This one on a NACIT investment in the wire. When the people them money how they pay. Now NACIT they invest into them all them projects I talk about. So we got the Bow Plaza. This one the Bow Plaza. I mean, brother, if you know that and they say better than what me they talk about so now. The Bow Plaza, if you go Bow now on the main Tikonko Road, where they can inside Bow Town, Bow City, you go see how that plaza, they can't way the other side of the plaza. I don't want to talk about that on here. It in a very bad shape. You understand? That place so bushy. In fact, people now don't understand over time say they go rehog, they do criminal activities around that area. So it's a serious concern. And this done there from 2018 to date. Now you get the other how they call, they get land banks there, for example. They get 3 areas in Abo where they don't buy huge land. Then land there where they don't buy in Abo, you go interested for not say. The idea not be bad. Now land bank land. But people don't they go encroach on their land now. Then they build us and they. Now we money the NACIT don't take don't buy the land there for we sake. For invest inside that panel land there. Now people they go encroach on the land. So and on the story go continue for go on and on. The other day somebody asked me why would I not add the Sarah ground market? I say no. Now we could say etc.
So there is more and more.
More and more and more. Okay. So you understand. So we don't raise this one. We don't ring the bell. We don't blow the whistle. Now we could call on the president for establish an independent audit. You understand? For look at the investment there when I see don't do so. Because you don't see some of them don't die along the way. Then just don't do no more. And I will couple the next year. So this is part of the very many reasons why subscribers then when they go for collect the savings and the benefit of savings and assets, they get issues because of now. One thing only believe in what's there so. If me own work like me own work with them at my age, 500,000 of us retire today and go NACIT now say me I know they work again. 500,000 of us and this whole country will now let NACIT pay money. NACIT go struggle for getting money there. Because they go begin to say money not there because of them wire. Now they don't do them bad investment there, for example. But what thing this current administration don't try to do for overturn the investment there? My other question on your concern will be what thing then don't do, which investment they don't undertake?
Okay.
I want to know that there as well. Because these are serious issues then. Okay. This it for be worrying. SAPTU, Adeyemi, this not for be Jeremy or Carl in problem no more. This for be we all concerned. If for be you na MP, for be you concerned. Yesterday while they on SLBC Morning Coffee, I been that one MP, I'm not calling him. The MP said he clearly shows support to what we don't do so. He said at some point he be the work for our mining company. From where he done it, and then for even getting benefit all. One other lecturer called me again from somewhere else. The cause of receive past how many hundred, maybe no endlessly. People they say no, Mr. Simbo. Me from what I retired 2 years ago. Today they give me money in piecemeal. Now small they give me in bits. And that not for be the case. Some of the ex-military officers they call me again. Some of them they endless calls them. They raise concerns. Anytime we go, we money they give it. You know that kind of thing. So now we could not raise this concern. We don't blow the whistle. Now, finally, maybe on this. After this now, we now they do an independent study. Carl now as an institution, we now they do your study, we now they do your assessment with respect to the investment NASI they do, and even their own how they manage NASI as an institution, the operational mandate and whatever they look at it now. So we now they come with report now, where they reported the data, where they show the figures, where they show how the contract they've been there, what's in that kind of thing I'll get for going forward after this.
Continue for the inside the program executive director for Carl. Now we go for a break.
Nothing no they pressure me.
Hey! They don't do more. They don't do PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the number 1 foreign exchange bureau in the country, they give all the customers them 1% cashback for every transaction where they make through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA.
Na indon so.
Not so indon so, nice K. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, don't 1% the game. So you will get Famul, Paddy, or business partner where they send for you money through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA. Run go now any PC and Son shop where they all about the country. For you where they free tongue, PC and Son shop they now 16 Godrich Road Lumley, 59 Wellington Street, 31 Guard Street, 19 Fobe Road, 10 and 53 Sanya Bacha Street, 32A Wilkinson Road, 9 Kuto Road, and 24 City Road Port C. For Waterloo Famulem, within a 9A Liverpool Street, Waterloo. For we Famulem where they upline, within a 76 Sky Corridor Road Corner, within a 5 Palmer Street Kabbalah, 54 Dambala Road Bo, within our number 4 Denby Street Kenema, 39 Rogbane Road Makeni, 137 Airport Ferry Road Lunge, Lagos Compound Kailaun, and 35 IDA Road, Cambia. Tell your neighbor say, PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the 1% the game.
"48 teams, one champion, one glory. The 2026 World Cup is here. Call 777 now or dial *777# for play and win with AfriCell. Yes, if you're not a football fan, this time you turn for win plenty amazing prizes. You can win AfriMoney, Samsung A06 smartphones, World Cup team jerseys, and plenty more inside the World Cup season with AfriCell. Call 777 or dial *777# and win with AfriCell inside the promo. Or buy and activate a brand new AfriCell SIM card and you will get one chance for take part inside the AfriCell 2026 World Cup draw. This will cost you just $3 and AfriCell will send them back for you for use as on-net talk time before 12 midnight. Use your AfriMoney for double chances for win inside the AfriCell World Cup promotion. The live draw will come up after the first match every day on AYB TV, Afri TV on channel 23, AfriCell Salium Facebook page, and also live on Afri Radio. Link up with other major radio stations across the country. Call 777 or dial *777# for win inside the World Cup promo with AfriCell. For more information, call 111. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning, Salon. They continue and inside the program where they look at the first set of messages them where don't come inside the program. And to start with this one from Tijan Kaikai, now with Facebook page say Jeremy Ben Simbo, keep on the good work for fighting for the ordinary citizen. The evil that men do live with them and all the evil deeds the NASIT workers are doing will surely haunt their families and generations.
From John Amadou Fofana, they say his concern is about the value of contributors' savings over time. We know that money invested today naturally loses purchasing power due to inflation and currency depreciation. As a result, some contributors find that by the time they are retired, the real value of the benefits they receive is much lower than the value of the money they contributed over the years.
This one from Gabriel say, not to through this man they talk. The man say every month pensioners then they increase. This man one for say pensioners they not they die at all. The one year na so bad investment that they do. Then they rent the hotel, treasury bills, and they not they report. The investment them na so losses.
This one from Musa Swari, they say NASIT are investing immensely into various sectors like real estate development, market, construction, and parks, but all of them are not being managed well. That's why even the pensioners are struggling to get their money. I have a brother whose mothers died 20 years back. He never got a late mother's benefit.
This one from Joseph Rogers said the NASIT representative sounds factual. This age changing is the main reason why the civil service is fighting digitalization. Government workers or Sierra Leoneans generally have the habit of lying their ages for cheap reasons, which is really creating a big problem in Sierra Leone. It could be easier for NASIT to be on time if information of individuals are accurately given to them.
This other one say it's better for the NASIT representative to state some of the facts, and it's a good thing that he accepted that there are challenges and they are working on it. In Sierra Leone, all institutions have their own internal challenges.
This one from Tijan say we are pleading to the ACC to investigate NASIT because people working in this institution are driving fancy cars, having luxurious houses with people's money, but God will surely pay them for their evil deeds.
This other one where they say NASIT to find a way to strategize and make sure people always get timely information on their benefits and how they are investing. They once promised us a local housing that ordinary Sierra Leone will be able to afford, but till date we have not seen any of that project actualizing.
This one from AR say before now NASIT used to send statements to its customers yearly, but that has not been happening recently. As I wrote, I did not know my status as a contributor to NASIT.
This other one is in NASIT has withdrawn from the public. The public don't have much idea of what they are doing, new investments and projects. I think they should create a way of getting closer to citizens by having a consistent way of informing citizens on how NASIT is being operated.
This one says Sierra Leone issues will never end as we just happy to talk about them daily, but not holding any responsibility for these issues and making sure they are punished for them.
Okay, because of time, we'll go stop here and first with the first set of message. I will start with you, Acting General Manager, Public Affairs and Event Management, NASIT, Mohammed Bangali, for respond to the messages, and later you will respond to it, Mr. Sim will be end with.
So if you listen to the message, a mixed feeling, and that clearly show the public thinking and the way how things happen. People in the way they say yes, this man they talk true because they don't evidence some I don't say. But now I go to specific questions we ask. This man say would they withdraw from NASIT, the last person, would they withdraw from the public, or they address the public, or they inform them. That's not true, my brother. 98.1 evidence every Thursday today, 3 to 4, we get NASIT hour. We will link to radio stations across the country where they listen to NASIT for inform the public on what thing would they do and how would they do them. You go to Bo every Tuesday, NASIT hour they Bo. Now the stations in Bo, you go Kenema, you go Makeni. Also office then they conduct NASIT hour on a weekly basis for inform the public on our activities. Beyond that, you go to the social media, the new media, you get platform there, you get Facebook page, you go there now, you see what they do, Facebook page, you get YouTube, you get Twitter, you get all the handles them for ensure say we bring timely updated information to the public on NASIT activities. So yes, if you beyond just doing their, like I speak to you, so we staff them there right now at Kenema and Kailang. From Freetown, they go to Vista Bank across the country for talk to staff them at Vista Bank or NASIT. We start them just come out NRA, we get nationwide engagement to NRA, staff them across the country. If you not write, we would write you, council want to talk to you. Then so they carry that throughout the year on a daily basis. So that we will draw, not correct, statement of accounts. We'll start NASIT where they bring, where the scheme is small, where they bring annual statements to the producer and send them to everybody. But in the process, you get for learn from best practice and improve. we notice there are challenges when you produce statements and clear go na office. So man, before you reach with the statement in office, sometimes you don't leave that office, you don't go other side, you don't transfer. Most of the office students they reach the people them. So man, where they so where's the man who come in statement, where you left farm, where you open them, now you age you they check. They say, hey, this man you don't wait for retire, you didn't get internal crisis in our offices for bout. So let's say we change policy. If all man and nas alone say if they go to sit office for go take a statement, what go there? Like each and every office every year write a request for NASIT and a regional office. Ask for your statement, giving you the names of your staff then. That will make will produce will give you for two reasons. One, because the employer and they pay for the command them. When they request for statements on the behalf of the staff then, it will give a reason for comply with the scheme. Now they could change the policy and also for accessibility. So we no go waste stationaries, we will give the statement to people them we require. This is what other persons say, pension delay in border don sister die of 20 years or not pay. I don't admit Naya say pension payments and many persons get their own challenges. But some are not system connected, they are operational. Although system or lack of money, now system make pension payments, they delay. This person has survivor's benefits. Here I just say they happen as survival benefits. Imagine, okay, like I use me as an example. Me na Bengali, before the UN assist, I'm not don't marry it. I became one Pekin and a small brother. Now I put on my records and assets. Then years back, I don't marry. I don't get 2 Pekin anymore and my wife. Or me and my wife don't pass. I get other woman. We don't get case in our table, we cause delay. This man don't die. In West, na in acid form, na in name Hawa Kamara. Now in states. In Peking, Joseph Kamara. The other one, Francis Kamara. Then another West camp is saying na in name Aminata Kamara. Who's Peking when you said Francis Kamara? He said no. What time my Peking na born? Me Amara. If you go born, I name Amara. How do you pay a customer who comes to claim the benefits of somebody when he name them different? Where everything where he speak about this man who don't die, what do they say? How do you pay that benefit? We therefore investigate because our responsibility is to pay benefits at the right time to the right person and the right amount. So we can ignore the right time for ensure say we pay the right person. Otherwise, we will bring national crisis. So some of the delays where they happen now because people they need to update their records. So man they get different date of birth. So when they go say, no, this is what we done for done, all certificates, it be done born. But 10 years after the war, they are still giving them those certificates and not take them. Now when they approach NASIT for claim benefits, none of the issues. But then they can't talk their own. When they come, now, for me, Papa don't die. I don't work at say I'm not getting money yet. Did you tell the public or the radio or the also go how whose name you have been put? For instance, Army Kamara. By Inka na Abnesa Kamara. Okay. Fatmata Kamara. And then na Fati Kamara. You can't pay Fati Kamara for Fanta Kamara. So what we have done over the years, we have put systems in place. We call them benefits processing committee. When there are issues of controversy, when there are issues of inconsistency information, a committee is set for look at those matters and ensure say we address them and pay the people them rightfully what they achieve. I'll tell you one thing. We don't process one file in Kenema. This policeman died. In border, take in West and picking them. They can claim the policeman money. Okay. In the process of payments, now we get information, so you know the right person down there. Okay. So benefit payments, if you know manage them operationally, it creates crisis. So it's not about how much they pay, it's money we lack. That is why we are paying every last month no more. We pay 45,978 million as pension. Oh, new loan. When I own $1 billion. Now sits now the biggest financial institution in this country. We have money in banks for operational purposes, for investments. Where the issue where my brother claims say if 500 people applying now, we're not going to pay them. We are paying 41,000 people every month as pension. Not 100, not 200. Okay. And we have money in banks. If I go, for instance, commercial bank, we have over $4 million in our investments in commercial bank.
Okay.
You go to Standard Chartered, we get for Access Bank. We have over $1 million in that bank. In various placements, then you go to EcoBank International. EcoBank across the world, we have over $1 million in EcoBank Transnational. We invest offshore. So coming now to the answer to the issues, I know it got me too. Coming now to the issues, then where he highlight on the investments, then I laid an argument to Nanaya. Yeah, the argument say the point for analysis. President has already instituted an audit. Yeah, the PwC audit, the report there, and that report asks NACIT, recommend to NACIT for the few things then about your investments. Yeah, and so let's just bring answer for questions. This man said, "You want to agree that investments a blog go there." Okay, now,
please, we need to go for a break according to the producer. Thank you.
Alone. So the truth will reveal you now. You see their faces, but you never know their thoughts. Every baby knows that talk is cheap, so cheap. You see their actions, but you never know their reactions. Time and time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal. Things that are hidden, I said the things that them hide deep down inside. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal what's in their hearts. What is in here, their hearts? Oh yeah. Say the truth alone. I said the truth will reveal you now. I said the truth will reveal. The truth them try to hide from long time gone, but you and I knows that looks at the season. Remember they say, still waters run deep. So watch it how you're running steep. Time and time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal.
From that music break done for we by Nasio Fonte, titled The Truth Will Reveal. The program that Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still come over to we studio guests and come over to you, Mohamed Bangali from NACIT. Before we go for that music break, you be there on your legs, so you be there respond to the text messages and also the concerns and we Jerry Ben Simbo from Carl Reyes. You can round up on that.
Yeah, the last text message I will respond to the account of my brother in concerns there. Now the issues we get for do with so somebody asks a pension and then they die. We have to say every month they pay 41,000 and above every they increase. Pensioners they die. But now since now three contingencies they will protect people they are against: retirement, invalidity, and survivors. When a pensioner dies, the dependent of those pensioners get right for can apply for survivors benefits. So they convert the retirement pension where they receive into survivors benefits and put them. So yeah, he died. In fact, when he died in one, so I'm saying that three pensioners they arise now out of that in one green death. Okay. Because then they convert the benefits. Coming to the investment, I don't state and I already say, NACIT's government president institute and audits when a PwC reports on the NACIT audits and investments and make recommendations then. And non-management as an institution Now implement those recommendations to ensure say we meet the target rate.
So for go directly to the investment
they can. For instance,
state of the investment today.
For instance, the estates na Kimbima, na Wasekima, down Godish, Angola town, Godish estates, it say na flop no sir. Those are houses where na B&B. They are apartment block constructed. If you go there now for apartment, you get. People then they call for rent and for by week, by month, by year.
What do you want to rent by? I mean, with the issue there or the view, they say some people already own some of them.
There's some people that don't buy them.
Okay, was that the purpose, initial purpose of that project?
Yes, some of them are before outright sales. Now, if I'm initially not before outright sales and mortgage. Some people then can buy. So because some of them not sell, now sit in our investment review. Say, okay, if they are not selling, let us put them into B&B. Let's furnish this apartment. People will come and rent them. I go tell you, people that left America, other country, they rent for where they can holiday. People are here where they get experts them, where they get busy. They rent for we know where we will get a commission of inquiry. Now the government will rent for people them. So it is operational and working.
So what about the Kimbima?
Kimbima are closed. That is one of the recommendations of the PwC audit report. The Kimbima gets structural defects. Where they can do the reports and say this structure will not go advise government to allow public for use them. Let them do structural analysis of this structure and advise.
And all over.
They don't do structural analysis, they don't advise. Now would they fair investors who they join them for turn over that project today. You get for a share your investment portfolio. Yeah, so that you don't go just focus on one area. Where you get challenged, you learn from that you passed and see how you go improve.
What about the famous Plaza Nabo, Nasit Plaza?
We not just get Plaza Nabo, we get Plaza Nabo, na Kenima, na McKinney.
But you made mention of the one Nabo.
I don't want to add more, and they are doing well.
In good state, operating fully?
Yes. In fact, now same code the manageable Plaza, now same code the manage McKinney Plaza, now same code the manage Kenima Plaza. I don't work at those plazas as manager when I the Kenima.
Okay.
Yeah, they are working, and we as investors will get returns on those investments from the service providers. Yeah, talk about land banks. Land banks now whole investment altogether. Yeah, the table by land abo, adebo 1,500 million loan for 1 town lot. Those areas now, they are 10 million per year per town lot.
Is it about buying the land and left them, or there's a purpose for invest on them and improve on some of our mandatory housing facilities?
I'll tell you, the investment, you look at the investment and see how you go carry them forward and diversify. Initial thought was housing. Then later we realized that no, not just housing, but these land banks can add value for money. Those land banks will buy at 1,500 and above. For instance, now Banajuma, they go now 10 million for 1 town lot now. If we plot them now and sell, we have made huge money. Now we want to do other investment, for instance, student hostels. We want to go to student hostels because we get land now by Jala University. It's easier for you to invest. Governments want to do hospital now this country, now the southeast area. Because now since get land there, it's easy for us.
So how soon the investment here will be? Because I don't highlight this hostel, and I don't get land like grafting, I say for housing facility, but till date over 5 years or 10.
As I say, yes.
We not only see any of the investment here, they even start.
Because for over those period where they had their intentions, there was a moratorium on those investments. There was an investment audit. There was a recommendation say, even though we don't do this, hold on those investments, try for make do with them wire. Then money I get to put it into physical cash deposits into bank. That's why we have money in banks. Okay. We get shareholding in a commercial bank. Then the last point I'll let the public know say, if anybody want an asset succeed, are the employees and assets. You know why? We are two losers. We are losing our job if NASIS collapse. I'm working there, they pay me every month. Then, same way, so I'm a contributor, I'm losing my future. So the well-being of NASIS, now a deliberate mandate of NASIS, really work. Talk about the laws. Myself now, I retire tomorrow. I enjoy that work for 25 or 30 years and NASIS. Let me begin and say, now you be the work, now I begin work. Say I don't graduate, so say I don't do so, I don't retire. That is my intention. So we are deliberate about its success. Nonetheless, there are challenges for which management they take appropriate steps for solve those challenges.
Okay, continue for the with we. Over to you, Mr. Simbo, for response to the messages.
Well, the message is we can, say people then send compliments or Carl for what they do. Allow continue. I don't think any message really they can we they are vast to what they do with respect to this press statement. Me just want for plenty thank you to the people that send message and for continue for assurance say we they follow through this one. Where Mr. Bangali they talk, he don't talk so many things. The Bow Plaza, the project not still on it. If you go very close to the Tikonko Road Nabo, you go see pool of unutilized land. In fact, a grass take road now. The iron road they still there and the way that they also by saying a danger. I don't tell when I say when me their project convention, they approach out the fear of God. And as somebody patriotic, you understand. I know the target nobody. It's not out of malice. Not to for can which want anybody, not to me walk around there. But I get for do this thing because it affects very many lives of people in this country. People that we don't contribute the benefit into NASIS. We didn't forget in time. When they speak like they to the pensions. Let's come back to the benefits, for example. How many times will they get benefit in time? Some of them, man, the way them tab not done, then left work. Look at the other person, say 20 years down the line. I don't know if mama die, the neighbor will get access to whatever. 20 years down the line. Imagine, I will not tell that people go begin open line now. If we do a quick sample survey now, study now, people then go open line, they go talk things that we not pleasant to them. You understand how then they get treatment and place it. So this is so serious. If they continue for reference, say, then don't get conversations, the GTT report, the government transfer report don't come out, it clearly say yes, they put a moratorium on assets. But now, where then don't do this current administration? What thing then don't do? Which investment they don't do now? You not talk about even the land where they don't encroach on Nabo where they don't buy. These are people's money, for goodness sake. Me also don't have money they say under. Then NASIT get the responsibility, get the obligation for protect me couple. Not for just do the investment them. But the investment are they doing well? How for goodness sake you don't undertake investment? An institution like NASIT. NASIT, not just an ordinary institution. NASIT is one state institution when a custodian of billions of leons of workers and money in this country. So not to that kind of small institution where you go say no more, no, don't pay much attention to it. No. But an institution where when I custodian NASIT of huge amount of money, you think say tomorrow when you retire, you go NASIT and go work your benefit and you quietly and you go home. But that's not the case now. When you go the issues and they come out of farm. Look at this person. They talk about 20 years down the line. That's a huge time down there. If you see that, look at yes, government we don't put a moratorium. But we don't live down there. So if a whole minister, where they supervise NASIT, for example, few weeks back or a couple of weeks ago, whatever time, he go say this one of recent time. That the investments in NASIT they do is challenging and that they are not doing well. Let's talk in the new world. As I pass, so I get that video, and next out of that video of that conversation, I get that. That the investments are not doing well. This is a serious concern. This. I know on the tap day, it's a president don't meet with them. They don't meet with president, they don't meet with chief minister, they don't meet with the board, they don't meet with the management of NASIT. They try to see how they go overturn them. This is scary. It's not good for contributors them to NASIT. Okay, so if they talk about this one, let them not take this in personal. Let them not think that we want to know each other. No. Let them now sit down and say, no, waiting at the way forward in this regard. Because this thing is concern. Now concern to everybody where they contribute to NASIT. This is a serious concern. And everybody in this country here, you go be affected by NASIT, either directly or indirectly. Continue. So now make we as CAL, they continue for raise opposition. Very clear. Yeah. Now make I don't say after this one now, we now they go do your independent assessment. Where will they count the figures now? The money they count, how much they not put to this investment, how much they put into the Syria Ground Market, for example, how much they put into the Bow Plaza, how much all and they count now.
Okay. Continue for the retreat in the program. Jeremy Ben Simbo from CAL. The program Good Morning Salon. They continue inside the program where they go for walkabout.
Another morning again, I say, toss the mind, I say, toss the, I say, sure. I say, what I say, this millions of dollars in the what they say. 90 countries therefore spend I say for here we host this thing where then they call this ECOWAS business, ECOWAS head of state. I said they ask Ben if not so it be. I say, but nobody no look they give me straight answer. I say nobody no they give me straight answer on this one. But if we be saying another millions of dollars that would they spend, I say now so me 70-year-old man been there telling me say, he say Baba, It's a way you be Lily. It's a not so them being come then there's of Shaka Stevens. I say, woke host that big program for African around. It's from way busy that 10 years. I say, the economy begin not yet. I say now. Not no more now. Now say, I say if you be to say this one back, now for your economy not come friend to because you want for court capacity now una the president of ECOWAS head of state. I say, Nasita show no money bo. I say I want to do over there. I say I want to carry on. I say bo, I want to chef feel bo. I want to chef the feel. Wait, be say God don't go launch the whole market. Gone the people then go ready for going inside. I say we no doom. I say we no them. We no don't do. I say now, market owner so this lock show. Market don't spend all the couple that say na so the international standard. I say me a tired bo. I say this getting to this country bo. I say bo. I say no to Yagba. I say no to Yori. I say no to buy pool chairs. I say no to buy making noise. I say about anything where government want for let be done. I say they done smoothly. I say na me they ask them me baba. I say me correspondent na Tambaka. I say me correspondent na Tambaka by the bridge. Jamal Fishball. I say the after table. I say stroll ball. I watch how the presidential villa then they gone. I say to me why that of imagination. I say Jamal Fishball tell me say all things done and dusted. Now I say so wait. Sometimes now wickedness of man to one play. It's a echo. But now as I take one year they watch SLRS, port, petroleum. I say I go go report soon. Me na the honorable Wakabon.
Well, from Wakabot, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program where they look at another issue. Inside the ECOWAS resident representative, na Salon Ambassador John Azuma say ECOWAS go continue for support the Mano River Union for help address challenge them where Salon, Guinea, Liberia, and Ivory Coast to get. They talk this for one engagement where the National Early Warning and Response Mechanism Center all with Mano River Union. Also, they go talk about how they go work as one for tap the kind way out drugs then on the Hamburg the countries them. Well, for more on this, make we join Theodore Garena.
The regional workshop on early warning in response to illicit drug flow and human security risk. Now the Mano River Union now one engagement where they go on now in Freetown for the next 2 days. The idea behind this engagement now for make country them na Mano River Union when na Salon, Guinea, Liberia and Ivory Coast meet and talk about how they go address the spread of bad drug them na the Mano River Union country them. During this engagement, Frances Yuma, when are the executive director at the National Early Warning and Response Mechanism Center, welcome the different representatives in Freetown as it go before and talk about the idea behind this engagement.
Over the course of this workshop, our primary goal is to shift from reactive measures to proactive, integrated strategies. We are here to reiterate the need to strengthen collaboration, align our regional frameworks, and develop robust, actionable mechanisms to dismantle trafficking networks operating within the basin.
He continues say engagements like them wire go help for reduce the way how people don dey traffic drug them. Now the Mano River Union country them.
We are gathered here today to confront one of the most pressing human security threats to peace, health, and stability of the MRU region. The escalating flow of illicit drugs flow across our shared border is a threat to ECOWAS generally. The proliferation of these substances, and specifically the synthetic drugs like Kush, is devastating our youth and border communities. We cannot allow these illicit drug flows or networks to unravel the peace and progress we have made as a sub-region.
Way inside the talk, the Deputy Secretary and Peace Security na Mano River Union, Agikona Mono, call on governments in na Mano River country them for work together and tap the spread of drug them na the sub-region because it say if things like this they happen, that's go spoil the gain them where Salon, Guinea, Liberia and Ivory Coast don't they make pan development.
Illicit drug flows in the Mano River Union are not just a law enforcement headache. They actively undermine the fabric of society across multiple dimensions. Therefore, it is a collective fight for all of us in this room. When addressing this crisis, early warning responses must undergo a fundamental paradigm shift, moving from state-centric border enforcement to a holistic human security framework which includes public health crisis, economic vulnerabilities, and institutional inertia.
Ambassador John Azuma, na the ECOWAS resident representative na Salon, he say over the past year them, Mano River Union don dey play great role for push for the development of member country them, we make a promise say ECOWAS go support the work of Mano River Union.
Distinguished colleagues, one last thing I want to mention here is the collaborative nature that we should take, the approach of working together. And I'm happy to announce here to Mano River Union that ECOWAS stands firm to support the activities of the Mano River Union because your objectives are the same objectives of the ECOWAS.
The ECOWAS resident representative na Salon, Ambassador John Azuma, end up call on Mano River Union for continue with them kind engagements here and get more idea but how they go address the bad thing them whether they Hamburg member country them. For Radio Democracy, me na Theodore Arena the report.
From that report today, the program Good Morning Salone continue with the come over to a studio guest with the bring in the acting general manager public affairs and event management and Nasit Mohammed Bangali. Now we'll look at Nasit the actual investment in recent times apart from the Reggie Manuel Gray. When some of the investment them we una go point at for say now Sierra Leone and them they benefit from directly.
Yeah, so up to you back to the contextual always the seller we get to an argument into then we go forward. We then do audits, then do recommendations. You follow those recommendations to the latter. As the way the president don't commission our recommendations, you board don't inform you now that you go through. So first, now for make do one we don't they do and correct those areas and make them active. Second, now we want to do new projects. Yeah, from 2024. Imagine this audit here done 2022. 2022, 2024, we still implement the recommendations. 2024, we'll begin to look at new ways for do business. As I talk to you, Nantes, what the radio in the area governments, the American government, other institutions, they can for bring energy in Sierra Leone, for give 24 hours to Sierra Leone. And NACIT want to support that project today by investing. They want a local investor for local partnership in that investment. So NACIT don't commit $5 million into the NAT project. We're doing the conversations. So because of the past experience, the past lessons learned, this DG is very meticulous in taking any action. So tomorrow, no one let other staff then come, no day, they begin point, when what will be there, now this will happen, now that. No. That's why it's very meticulous for going to any venture. We ensure so those guidelines were into our books, were they into the investment recommendations, now we follow through. Okay. So I talk to you, so NAN's project is almost there. We don't agree, we and the people don't talk, we don't agree how much they invest, we send MOU, then we pay the money for ensure say we now invest into that NAN's project. So we did part of that system where they bring energy. We may just make profits and that, but we support the country in economic growth. Yeah. We just don't complete Sewa Grounds. Sewa Grounds markets everyday little. Yeah, because it was a subject to ACC investigation beyond the investment report with the pool. Sewa Ground was an investigation under the ACC, and they be put moratorium on any activity. Yeah, down itself now 2024, they lift that band-aid. 2023, lift that band-aid on that Sewa Grounds. What you would do for make up instead of one contractor. Now 7 different contractors then we award contracts to for make sure say them done Sewa Grounds in record time. Sewa Grounds done, and this question can why not operational? Yeah, la save you the asking, la ask myself. Yeah, Sewa Grounds, as I speak to you, so 97% of all shops in that facility have been acquired by the people who want for Dede. Yeah.
Oh, so not the people.
The market people.
You mean the one they will already surround the market?
Some of them and new one because we had an engagement with the market people. Whatever the commodity will tell them say they are the first priority for Gede and did we create that room there for them as the first priority. Then we get 1,754 shops on Sewa Grounds. 1,742 has been completed. Has been the form they don't buy. Now 12 don't they. 60% of that form don't buy. Don't pay for the shops then.
So the Sewa Grounds, from what President Biogo commissioned publicly in April, the Makituma already get concerned about the cost of owning a shop space. I believe so not all you then concerned. For the Makituma, they wanna give the priority promise. Now they wanna go first consider. When are the shop space price for the Makituma? Depend by the size.
So this is now one of the insincerities of our society. Yeah, we not just go open Sewa Grounds the next morning. Yeah, we NACIT and the Sewa Grounds management people, market traders union and team had a long conversation on costs and price. We agreed on the table. You know, Sewa Ground by category. We get what we call market stall table, then table then.
So when are the cost?
We agree with them. 1,200 for month for year.
That just for the table.
Table. 1,200 loans for a year. Meaning you are paying 1,000 loans per month for the day. Yeah. Then we want to open the plaza, the place. You realize if we go first time, they will jump on and say, "Oh no, they're not able. They're not going to pay." After we don't agree.
Now table now be promising or actually a space for let they able to do them business.
They are the first choice of people. We not promise to give them. They are the first choice of people for any facility where they under. But they don't get problem with the shops. I tell you, Sewa Ground shops cheaper than shops now.
When are the cost exactly for anyone?
It's different. The stall then now, the table then, President Bio intervene and say let each stall for be 600,000, half the price until each stall for be president. Substitute 600,000 for year. It means they are paying less than 2 loans per month. What are they?
Yeah, aware of this price. Why them biggest concern now say?
No, now after
the price to exorbitant.
When before President they make this declaration, then there is that challenge. Where President Yeri now saying okay, in the advocate, in the say, in the instruct that let them pay half the cost. They agreed, and now they all done. Now only 2 tables they will not take it. 2 tables now in there. They are paying 2 loans per month, per day for that table. Where you get water, you get lights. You get fun, you get security, we're going to clean the place. But we accept that. Now, presidential mandates, we carry down, they go forward. Other shops in there, we get shop there with 50,000. That shop with 50,000, and less than $2,000. Now, the rent inside town, that same area, $5,000 for a year. We get You get shop owner 27,000. That shop. Now they rent the same area, people get a place them where now almost 40,000.
So I think ordinary market woman them go able afford such amount.
Not of ordinary market woman then.
But majority of the billing owner promise for say these are for address and reduce the crowd will be in another center there. We let market woman then go inside. So more activity them like vehicle, people already pass will get free space.
No, that is not correct.
We not
correct.
Reduce the market.
No, we not correct. Say we be say what grants for like person common as street.
No, for take off the woman they already they
no,
sell.
That is not correct.
Una give them priority.
Yes.
That will be the first initiative, or that's not be the first information where people be get for say where this market they come and they reduce the crowd where they around the space. Now that's on area there.
First before the markets come, there are several grounds markets. There are people in that market. Where they pull a door. When they tell them say, "Who don't do this market? If you want space now, yeah, una na the first priority."
And when I be informed the public say this are for reduce the congestion around the party, giving them the priority.
Yeah, of course, yes. So indeed, they were the priority. Indeed, if I die, some of them anyway push you behind because also now the willingness for them for come on the streets. If the willingness for them for come on the streets, if you don't get the priority, now can't take shop. So they be sit down.
But the amount go make them
600,000 for year. 2 million per day. What you get water, you get toilets, you get lights, you get security. 2 million per day.
Okay, continue.
We have 366 days in a year. If you divide by 2 million, by 600,000, it's less than 2 million per day. It's up to you. And those same people then, they are renting shops in that same CBD in dollars. But because no more government named the near seats, it will be free.
Okay, we need to take a second set of.
But this is not public institution. This is not investment.
Okay,
tomorrow they go come back and say, now sit in business, no they make profit.
Okay, we need to take a second set of messages.
We have to learn and go ahead.
Okay, this second set of message would take this person say the initial information communicated to people in that area is now changing. It was all the idea that the new market will be in the interest of people within the central business districts to decongest the many people that are always out on the main street.
This one from Abubakar say, I stand to be corrected. NASIT established in 2002. We don't see any good investment for the layman in Sierra Leone. They are using this money to invest in projects for the high class who doesn't need such investment and not for the layman that needs these facilities. The likes of estate development, market construction sector, but all these are not being managed well.
From Supercaps, our Facebook page, they say, Mr. Simbo, you sound confident in all your submissions. Key about NASIT investment in order to earn investment income. The investment seems to be attractive, but the outcome of the investment returns is the biggest challenge.
This one from the Facebook page say people and organizations are saving for their future. But in my case, I retired 2 of my staff members at the end of 2024. I completed all the necessary documentation, yet up till now, nothing has been received by those staff members.
From Theophilus Mana, they say NASIT is doing a great job. If it weren't for NASIT, many retired people would have struggled to survive. The support and benefits provided have made a real difference in the lives of countless retirees.
This one from Mustafa Cole say no need to join NASIT as there is no need to join such institution. My father worked for 40 years, no way to collect his benefits.
This one say, my concern is about company statement. Why is it that it's so challenging for people to have their company statement when they request for it?
This one from Tunde Scott say, after 8 years, we are finally hearing from Ibrahim Tomis Carl, better late than never. The issue surrounding pensioners is serious. The government must not joke with this issue because most of those who are beneficiaries only depend on their monthly take-home.
This other one say, NASIT always tell people that they are going to improve on access to affordable housing, but yet still we have not seen any structure as way to address the housing challenge that ordinary citizens are facing.
This one from Ibrahim Tijan Jalo say forensic audit into NASIT investment.
Another one while they taken the last one for me say, listening from Mr. Mbangali, most of the investments are in black and white, not yet actualize. People want to see reality.
Well, because of time, they come over to we studio guest them for respond to the second set of messages. Them I come over to you to Ibrahim Jeremy Ben Simbo from Carl.
Yes. Let's thank you to the one that we don't send them messages. This person they say over 8 years, don't hear Carl pass with the hear today. This one they sound very strange. Abraham Tomino they Carl anymore. Abraham Tomino nah, he don't come play your party, don't go. Carl is still continue for be the same Carl way we be don't be all this while. We still committed to what we do with vision and vision statements and very clear. Now on this same issue, we get for the last of course, we still already messages with the cap. The concerns so they come up from the public. I don't tell earlier on today say if that number open phone line for till next week, then concerns if we put in percentage terms will be a different thing. So this also the give the zeal for that. This person they say, and they sound confident in it. They say yes, because I still believe in all of which I don't put in a car, we believe in them. Not to teen away just in a corner go right. No, we believe in them. We don't do your own small assessment, and we believe in waiting the minister say, or don't push you to this one, waiting people they will not tell you. Let's say for example, Lord just don't pay attention to payment of delayed payments of benefits and pensions and whatever and NACIT investment and how they manage it. We get for pay attention to even recruitment. And that's it. Because some concerns they can't always say, some staff members in a NACIT don't treat people well. You understand? So therefore, we go on for also know when last NACIT recruit people to certain positions. How then they do them? Then they advertise them. How then they transfer people? How then they do deployment? How then they promote people? All that we go for talk about that because NACIT is a public institution. And I don't tell you before now say NACIT not just stand like any other institution with respect to any other institution in this country. We're a public institution. But NACIT, they're a custodian of people, their money. And that person, remember this other person, Adeyemi just read the message. He said 2 years down the line, he records it all straight. From when he started, they don't retire, then two. They don't get one dime for the benefits.
So, Mr. Simbo, for get things clear, is it that Carl gets issue with NACIT investments or una get issue with the management of NACIT?
We want to look at NACIT now as an institution. We look at the things that we look at now NACIT for example, going forward now, the study we can intend for do. One, we want to assess the governance structure of NACIT. Second, we also want to look at the investment performance. We want to look at that. Then we also look at the temporary and long-term sustainability plans, with the investment they do. We don't see where Mr. Bangali they explain, say, okay, the sale grounds market will be start and first. Now this will be the initial plan, but so they go along the line, where president go make statement. Some people they may get for take out of context. Then now they do X, Y, and Z. This all not good for we as Ghanaians. This they make everything that person say. It's a payment for what they pay in contribution to NACIT. If you get away, if you know they pay. So now we protect now. Now make the call on waiting. With the call say the time for Boku talk done. We want to see action now with respect to this. That make the call on not less a person, but the president.
Okay.
With respect to him. For let intervene into this matter, let ensure say establish an independent body where go conduct an audit around NACIT investment particularly. That they read now the call for now. Now beyond that, they will also get plans for reach out to even Parliament. For the Speaker of Parliament, you are not doing formal letter to the Speaker of Parliament. Go back to the audit report, they don't come out over time about NACIT operations. You go see all them things they sign under. So we not to do this one for which one of our malice or whatever, but one for protect people and benefits, including me, Sapti Yon, Adeyemi Yon, and even Mr. Bangali said in your investment contribution and NACIT. One for protect the handy.
So in terms of Carl, what do not expect as a swift response in terms of addressing some of them concern here from NACIT, even though I don't call on the president?
One of the things I would expect, and for me, of course, let them do an audit. We don't say the president need for do a quick audit. When we establish a team, we go do an audit about NACIT. Therefore, also reform the investment savings here. Let reforms and day. It don't take some time now. The GTC report don't come out. It don't prescribe some of the things that we therefore do. You understand? It's a management work on that. But then they say don't take. They don't take. Think about the GTC report come out.
So is it like you issue the leadership of NACIT directly?
No,
the leadership of NACIT in all of this, somebody do with the lead NACIT in terms of the operation and the mandate. All of them call you normally can point at the person where they in charge. We will say, now this they lead the team. What do you say about the leadership of NACIT?
Well, I think this one rests squarely with the presidency because then they appoint.
No, but you don't assess some of them faults.
You understand? In don't talk say you don't set a committee. You understand? They don't do an audit. They don't do an audit. I don't get that from Mr. Bangali today. That audit report they don't submit us to president. I think say now president for act on that day. Now that we don't know this one, we say they do your assessment now. When we don't do your independent assessment now, when I study, we produce a report. They don't go advice now going further.
So
you understand? So now we also the advice at this stage say. Let NACIT strengthen the governance system, just like I don't say. Respect to recruitment, promotions, transfer, deployment, and whatever, because concerns they can say some of the staffers at NACIT, not they treat people fairly. So then they also need to come out clearly in that regard. Then we talk about for even build the capacity of NACIT officials, some of them, you understand? Because now this is now 21st century, for goodness sake. NACIT have been established and way down the line. It don't take decades now where they establish NACIT. So they move. So I think say then they also provision it for that day. But going forward, all of what we don't put in this press statement, I continue to say, is not to witch hunt, not to malice, but we stand by this as an institution. Because we know, say, most of the things that we don't kind of say, then project they will not outline, we don't get stalled along the line. Remember, people don't say, NACIT be the promise and say, then they do this for the common man. Then they do this for the common person, you understand? Now they don't begin for challenge this one. So when we do this assessment, we come out to your report. And we'll continue for calling the president say, do ya? Let's establish a committee, wait for an independent audit around NACIT, and make the report the public.
Okay, plenty thank you to you, Acting Executive Director, Center for Accountability and Rule of Local, Jeremy Bensimbo, will be the state some of the concern them we can get with NACIT, the mandate. Over to you, Mr. Bangali.
All right, thank you very much, Abti. You know where they listen the response and the questions are smiling and my mind small. Here is somebody who they asked Carl, say 8 years ago, since the first legislative ago, now they begin Carl. It means people can say things at times not going to be true or out of context. So if Jeremy they question this, then I go out for I'll tell and say most of the things they can meet them or put they talk now, I they question them because people can take opportunities for creating and make things.
They question the information that they get.
Some of them, yes.
Why?
Yeah, because it just don't say no. Not to 8 years ago they begin to good, they still continue. But somebody says questioning this. So if that person is true, then he is denying. Then it means most of the people they say equally so have issues.
No, we pay attention to the minister in statement.
Let me get the question time.
No, pay attention to what people don't say. This is somebody said 8 years ago from when Ibrahim Tomi don't go. Sorry, from 8 years and now they recall. Yes. That's what that person said or is saying. You understand? So therefore, I don't make that. I don't clarify that. Now think about what the minister now don't say.
Okay.
You understand? Think about the point they can make to win.
Yeah,
Mr. Simbo, you can allow that.
Yeah. So I am saying, if Mr. Simbo thinks this is not correct, it means there are information on his table about NACIT that are also not correct. That's analogy. But coming to also the issues that we say, let NACIT get strengthened their capacity. As I talk to you now, NACIT will overhaul the entire ICT infrastructure for bringing NACIT at UPAM. By the end of this year, by September, we will launch the PA system, pension administration system, where NACIT will get app. On your app, you're able to get your statements. On your app, you're able to see your updates. You're able to see you picking the name where you put your NACIT. Where then payment on your account, now your contribution, SMS message will come to you. So now we're on internal trainings. From there, we begin engaging media onto the new things that will come. We don't develop a commercial strategy for approaching media on the PA system. We don't overhaul the entire ICT for ensure we modernize our operations. So we'll not sit down. Yes, there are challenges. But management able enough to address those challenges. Yeah. Talking about recruitment, if you go to newspaper and radio, we are recruiting medical doctor. It's advertised. We want recruit auditor. We advertise them. So when there are vacancies, so there's nobody suit for occupying at the office. First, we get internal growth. So HR, we get NACIT get policies. We have manual. HR get policies. They get transfer mechanisms. So talking about internal policies, yes, we have policies. We have appraisal system. But that's human being. Most people not they feel confident and they must get issues with any disciplinary action we take against them.
We not get better term against what they going to up. What it go be in closing statement?
In closing statement, I have to assure people of Sierra Leone that NACIT under a very strong leadership. And this leadership is poised for ensure all recommendations on that PwC report is being completed and ensure NACIT investment overturned. And for assure them say the scheme is sound, financially sound, and that NACIT, if all Sierra Leoneans so they work now, become pension beneficiaries. NACIT will pay pension and on time.
Plenty thank you to you, Mohamed Bangali. We're the Acting General Manager, Public Affairs and Events Management, and NASIT, and also plenty thank you to the Acting Executive Director for Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, Jeremy Ben Simbo, for taking our time for being part of the program today. We're fambling because of time now. We'll bring down the curtain for today's edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Plenty thank you to the production team, Substitute Kalori produced with support from Kabia. Plenty thank you to DJ Sugar Cane for technical support, and Mary Kamara Bangura, we make us see we live now with social media platforms. So till we meet again, Mina Adeyemi Jackson, they say goodbye.
And it's up to you, Kalon, to say stay tuned to this frequency, and bye-bye.